Tony winner Kristin Chenoweth is returning to the boards with her new concert show, My Love Letter to Broadway, at the Lunt-Fontanne Theater. We're here at Carroll Studios to get a peek from the star herself.
You made me love you, and all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. Your shows make me happy sometimes. Annie, they make me glad. Oklahoma. But there were times, sir, that made me feel so sad. West Side Story, when Tony was dying in Maria's arms. Who brings a gun to a dance?
Kristin, so excited you're back on Broadway. It's Broadway's Brighter when you're here. Why did you want to do this? Why did you want to come and grace us with this concert show?
Because when they ask you, you say, how many times in your life are you going to get this chance? I mean, crap. There's been a few people, short list, do it before me. So I'm scared. But I'm good. I'm ready. I got a lot of new stuff. But you know, you saw me do my version of Popular today, so I'm always going to change it up. You know me.
You got to give him a little Glenda.
Come on. Glenda is a part of who I am. And the fact that I get to do a new version that I rewrote is fun. I was talking to Donald. Yes, that one. He said, Kristin, people seem to like you okay, and I know who doesn't, where they live, and they'll be deported, but I was just wondering if you have any words of advice for me on how I could become more likable. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed, and when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know. Exactly what you need, and even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face.
Richard, you have worked with so many greats. I mean, let's just start with the B's, Bernadette, Bette, Barbara. Tell me about Kristin. What is it like working with Kristin?
Well, I sort of told everybody today a little bit about what it's like, but, you know, if you look at everybody that I work with, they all have theater pedigree and theater tools, you know, lungs, you know, acting gifts, so they're all actors who sing. She's remarkable because there's so many things going on in her. There's the opera Kristin, there's the Okie Kristin, the country, there's so many gifts, you know. It's sort of like working with the Osmonds, you know.
The chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight, and no one there you can kiss goodnight.
So I know you do concerts all over the world, but when you're doing it on Broadway, how did you figure out what you wanted to do? What was the process like of pulling this set together?
I'm still nervous about it. I wanted it to be, you know, I'm not really a park and barker, and no offense to people just come and plan. I get it, but I want it to be different. This is an event. It's Broadway. It deserves it, and the audience deserves it. And so that's how it's going to be different. It's going to be theatrical in nature, but you're still going to hear some Don Henley.
It's hard to stop the list of songs. That's the hardest thing, Paul, is that like, where do you stop? And so we have slots, so we can sort of do different things. And we started inviting some guest stars, which is going to be interesting.
Kristin is 1,000,001 people rolled into one. You know, you never know what you're going to see. You're going to see laughter. You're going to see singing. You're going to just see a firecracker.
So what is a night like with Kristin Chenoweth? Tell me, what can people expect?
A really great wardrobe by Christian Siriano. I'm going to look hot.
Stressing about that. How many different outfits?
Like 4. Is it too much? There's one just for the encore. That is if I get one. And trust me, you better get me one because you're going to want to see the dress.